So it's a really simple question. Put your hand up if you want to be happy. So here's the amazing thing. I told you I've given a presentation. You guys can put your hands down. I've given this presentation to thousands of people all over the country, different cities, all over the place. I've never had someone not raise their hand. Some are slower to raise it, but eventually I had one person in one presentation with their hand down, and it was about 300 people, and I looked back and I said, and he's like, oh no, I just wasn't paying attention, okay? Everybody wants to be happy. So I'm gonna give you 5 tips to cultivate happiness, to develop happiness in your life, and then also I want you to think about how that could help you as a basketball player, as a student, as a son or daughter in your life. All right, so the first one, gratitude. Gratitude can impact how happy you are. The more grateful you are, the more happy you are. So if you can have this attitude of gratitude, it's going to increase your happiness. And when I work with athletes, we talk about gratitude all the time because, believe it or not, I have pro athletes who aren't grateful for the situation they're in. And so we talk about, well, why aren't you grateful? And we try to figure out, all right, what are they grateful for? And it actually frees them up to play because they're happier. Number 2, self-satisfaction and personal growth. This idea that I actually feel like I'm accomplishing something. This idea that I'm actually improving increases happiness. Number 3, helping other people. Cool study. They gave people all over the world $100. They said, here's the deal. You have to give away the $100. They tested their happiness before, and they tested it after. And all over the world, their happiness increased. Didn't matter if they were in Africa, or if they were in Australia, they were in Europe or Asia or the US. All over the world, just by giving the money away, their happiness increased. Helping other people, picking your teammate up, cheering a teammate on, being at school and helping somebody out in academics. Those little helping actions can increase happiness. Number 4, family and friends. We're social beings. Do they have you read Into the Wild? Anyone? That was a book they used to make me read, so it kind of makes sense. There's also a movie done, Into the Wild. And he's writing a journal, and I'm not going to ruin the whole movie for you because maybe you'll watch it at some point. But one of the things he writes in his journal as he's alone in the wilderness by himself is happiness only real when shared. It's a really beautiful thing. Happiness is only real when shared. When was the last time you felt happy when you weren't sharing that happiness with someone? So friends and family, we're social beings. We want to share our happiness. And number 5, when we're part of something bigger than ourselves. You're part of a team, you're part of a school, you're part of a community. I mentioned I'm a Washingtonian, my parents are Washingtonians. I feel like I'm part of something bigger than myself. I enjoy that I'm part of that community. So think about what ways you're part of something bigger than just you. It'll increase your happiness.